So this is a little bit of afterthoughts. We just finished playing our playthrough of Picture Perfect, and we can talk about what we thought. Obviously, Devin had a great game.
So that was a brutal loss.
I did leave her out.
I
You left one
enjoyed this
out.
game.
No, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it.
You always
great
enjoy it
time.
when
The game
you
you
win.
win.
Yeah.
I enjoy games when I lose. I just enjoy more when I win. So we have no idea. Are you going to arrange them the way
do you
you think
remember?
they're supposed to be?
No,
You
I'm
have
just
a
putting
photo.
the taller people at the back. I'm not doing anything game related right now.
Okay. You're just resetting your board.
I'm just playing around with
These
the
people,
people.
I
I'm gonna
did get
spin mine
points for it,
around
but
so
I
we
had
can
these
see.
people in the back, and they looked like they were having a very intense conversation, and she was not. Look at this, Devin. This is how I had the people in the back, and they looked like they were having a
But that's not how it went. Sorry, that's
She's
just
like,
Colonel Mustard's
no.
voice in my head.
No, I heard it too. That's exactly how I hear him talk.
So we
This
just...
is preposterous.
This is preposterous.
I'm going to try and tell the people what we're doing, guys.
What are we telling them?
So we just finished our playthrough of Picture Perfect. You
just
can
said
find
that.
that full playthrough.
Oh, okay.
We'll leave a link down below. So this is our chance to talk about what we thought of the game after we played
Well, this is
it.
our first. We just played
It's
through
after
Picture
thoughts.
Perfect.
We just said that.
What?
So, anyways,
It's giving me like doe eyes right now.
Are
They're
those doe
switching
eyes?
to murder eyes
Wait,
as well.
I was going to say, that was my intention. Is that how I look at it? What vibe am I giving off when I'm mad at people?
So mad right now.
Oh, gosh.
we need to talk about the game.
I need
y'all.
to not be mad at people. Giving off
So I said this in the playthrough, but I've been a family photographer for over a decade. And I will say, when I first heard about this game, I was like, nope, that's not for me.
No.
Like, straight up, I actually told the publisher, no, because he asked if he knew I was a photographer. He was like, would you like it? I was like, nope, I don't want it because it's scary. Like, it's so intimidating already. But I haven't done too bad.
Yeah.
The few games I've played have been like, oh, I got this. Because I also, the puzzly aspect of it, I mean, you could retheme it. I like how the theme fits with the puzzly. It kind of has that detective. If you like detective games or that deduction type games, you'd like a game like this because you are deducting where people need to go. So I think, and I like puzzly games like this. So that's what I like about this.
And I've been the subject of family photography for over 10 years.
You know how the drama goes also.
So my dad's not like a professional photographer, but he really likes photography. He has several expensive cameras, and he would always, so like when we would do family photos, it would take like a photography session length of time, and me and my siblings hated it. It was drove us crazy. He'd be like,
Did you ever
smile, and by the end of it, you're like,
okay, so we have a whole family session. My siblings
uh.
gonna no one knows who it is, I promise.
I do.
They were always in the front, and every time they were like making all had gum in the mouth and was like making all these faces. And back then we didn't have digital, so it was all
You
film.
just found out later.
Oh,
So
you
my
found
dad
out
got all
later?
these pictures.
When you got it back from
Yeah,
Walmart.
when he was planning on sending these out to like supporters and things like that, and he's
Yeah.
like, I can't use one of these. He was so mad.
Yeah.
So it was like this little kid reminded me of the situation.
yeah,
So
yeah.
So this game specifically started off with you guys having a terrible time.
Oh my gosh, it was horrible.
I
had
ended with a
great
terrible time.
You did.
You weren't that
did.
far down.
You were at like
You're at
30,
zero.
12 or 10 to 12 to 14 points,
I was at 45.
So between 11 and 14.
So I think I got lucky that I got really like complimentary cards and was able to do perfect with my first 4 or 5 envelopes. Because I was just like stuck to these people are staying where they are. I know they're scored 100%, and everyone else I'll just sacrifice points.
And that's
on.
how I felt with the one card. I was like, I know where she's at. I know who she needs to be around.
Which is
and I'm
why I
sticking my
didn't want the
VIP card.
envelope for Sharp Dressed Man, because I didn't want to he's here.
focus on
He's
the fact
scoring
that,
me points for multiple other people. I don't want to create that tension.
Well,
I love
my
that they
issue
all
was-
have our own nicknames for these. The Sharp Dressed Man, we all know who we're talking about.
I think the thing that I noticed though is that in the beginning, like my first 4 or so, they were all actually fine. Like I was only losing like 1 or 2 points from my first set.
Yeah.
It was pretty perfect. But the issue is because of what all of them wanted, they wanted to be in this corner. And I knew moving forward that would be very hard. Usually if you have some spaces between where people
Right.
are, you can accommodate stuff later on. But they were all tightly packed, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to add on to that.
If we had seen each other's back,
that's how
because mine were all in the same area,
yeah.
we would have been, I mean, already we
that
were
would
like,
have been even worse.
Yeah, we would have had no
That's
confidence.
how this entire corner was. All of these people were set on like the first or second.
But I wasn't even, you know, like there's just a certain amount of peripheral vision that naturally happens. I wasn't looking at who you had where, but I could just tell, like, yours was spaced out more, and mine was so tightly clustered that I was very worried about.
By the last round, I only had these 4 open spaces in the front. Everyone else, and then the 2 people that I got, they were like, "We want to be in the back." I'm like,
and also the 2 people that you guys VIP pointed, I never saw them the whole game.
Oh,
and so I never saw them the whole game. And then,
which was intentional. She
kept hers, and you kept yours.
I intentionally held on to Orange Dress Lady until because one, she was my VIP, and also she held such valuable information.
Yeah.
Because her thing, like some envelopes you can't actually accomplish, but hers were all achievable.
Yeah, I lost 12 points from both of you guys.
That was significant.
Well, 12 points from you all total.
Yeah. I think I got 1 for her or 2 for her because I did see her at the end. That's when I decided to remove one of my people.
So when I first heard about this game, I was really curious how it didn't click with me that the cards were randomized. So it was like, that seems like a game you'll play once or twice, and by then you'll know where everyone wants to be.
Like it's static.
This doesn't seem very replayable, but it's very, like, I really like the puzzly aspect of it. It feels kind of, if you don't understand that part of it, a little gimmicky at first. But it is a really fun, really fun puzzle.
I would say that the place where it can sometimes fall flat, potentially, is which cards you get for the exchange and the auction. Because sometimes it can create a full round where
nothing happens.
Where pretty much nothing happens.
You don't have to play with the auctions. What we've done before is it's just
the option,
you just swap out in the middle.
And so that's how I played the first couple times I played.
Same here.
The auctions are like the advanced mode that you play with those. Normally you would just play with
now.
Normally you just play with 6 exchange cards. But not the auctions. So, or that's the big. I'm
talking about even the exchange cards, like the combination of the exchange and the auction. Sometimes how an exchange or how an auction works can make something to where there's not a lot of change within what you have, and so you don't need to really change anything else. One thing that I think is interesting is how you lock in certain characters can definitely affect your point total. If you, like, for you and I got ones that were very much more constrained in where they had to be. Yeah. And I think that because you get them early, they're the ones that you're like, I've got them locked in. So I'm like, there's not, because you're always scared about if you decide halfway through to like, oh no, I'm going to try and meet the state. I know, it's driving me crazy. It's been doing it the whole time.
I'm
just going to go slap happy the next time it's there.
Drowned its friend in
no, I didn't. It's the same one. It's the same Steve.
One ended up.
It's little Steve
we
the Gnat.
A little gnat that's been flying around the whole playthrough.
And he's been hunting me.
You need to time code in the playthrough when you see Steve flying around.
But
just leave Steve check.
Like you,
Steve check.
Because you feel the need to kind of like, in a general, you just whoever's playing, you kind of want to stick with what you know. So the earlier people are the ones you tend to like focus on and solidify. Yeah. I'm not moving
Which is exactly what I did.
And yours, because you solidified ones that had space around them, I think it made you very comfortable as the game went on. And I got more panicked as the game went on. I was like, I can't put them anywhere. I cannot put them anywhere. Yeah.
But I also was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to have to be okay with getting 1 point or 2 points from this one, whatever. You know, I need to get a point somewhere. Yeah. And so I think having that mentality actually helped me because it was like, they're going to be in the photo. If someone is upset with it, they're just going to have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. But it was also interesting when some were like, I want to be here and here and here.
Right. Where you cannot, even independent of everyone else, like, their cards are impossible.
I want to be on the right side. I want to be on the left side.
Yeah. And I don't want to. Did you get him?
No, it's right there. You keep getting him, but your hands aren't.
Steve.
Where are you at, Steve?
I don't know. I think I just saw dust and I thought it was Steve.
Yeah, I was really confused.
Nat, Steve the Nat, and Bob the Spider are here on our set.
I was also confused the first game we played because I assumed that you would see all the cards.
Yeah.
Like you would see all the people, and it was just going to rotate through, and the fact that you don't.
Well, and you guys saw more people than I did even because, maybe at the end I saw everyone.
At the end you saw more. So I think when we did that final swap where you get like 4 back, I got I think 2 of the 4 back that I had were the same ones I had. Oh. So I didn't get the ones that you guys cycled around. I think you guys
I got
were
one
able
back
to split some.
I only got one.
And I think mine was halvesy.
And I think this is where with most games, the more you play it, the more you understand the strategy.
Yeah.
But I think I really felt strategically and typically with games, if you play more, you're going to understand the strategy more. But I definitely in this game had more I'm going to be strategic with the cards I put out. I am specifically going to withhold information from the two of you.
Yeah.
And give you information, just stick it to you, giving you cards that I know you've already seen.
Mm-hmm. Games like this, I like those deduction games. Hava has the Key series where it's 3 of those where you're
I've never played those.
Oh, I bet Avery would like those. No. But just where you got all this stuff in the middle and you're trying to get information and clues based on what it has that type of puzzling, and I love those type of things. So thinking if you're thinking through this as a detective type thing, I really like that. Again, as a photographer, just kind of ooh, this is so stressful. But no, I love the puzzling.
It's a really fun game. It's definitely, the more I have played it, the more it has exceeded my expectations.
Nice.
So, final thoughts on the game?
Final thoughts? Yeah, I enjoy it. I think that it has a lot of potential to have a different experience based off of the card makeup that you get in the envelopes, the auctions and exchanges that you roll in. I'm curious how the 5th and 6th player expansion would change stuff, because I've played it at 3-player twice. I've played it 3 times, because my original demo was a full gameplay at Gen Con. And then I've played it at 4-player once or twice. So I've only played it at the 3 or 4-player count. I'm really curious how the exchange and auction would shift.
Do you know what it adds? Does it add more? It's the same people.
I know it adds another sheet or another floor and two others. I think it's the same floors because it's front and back.
Yeah.
I think this floor is rock.
Does it add more standees?
Not entirely sure.
Okay.
It's over there. We can look at it.
Yeah, well, just go do that while we're on camera.
That's right behind that light over at our other studio. It's across the way.
See there you go.
But I think this also, while Devin makes his way back, this is one that definitely a lot of the fun is with who you're playing with.
Yeah, it's the same people.
Yeah, it's the
You
same
just adds
people.
another table, and 2 more screens.
Play according to the normal rules with the following change. A single envelope is never allowed to have more than 3 VIP cards.
Oh, you can put more VIP cards.
Yeah, you can have as many.
I didn't even think about that.
So
concept.
if you don't change it, then if you never give that's one reason why giving a VIP card.
Can you remove a VIP card?
No, you can't
remove them.
Okay, I was like, whoa.
In addition, there are some minor setup changes.
But I guess by giving my VIP card out to you,
there's
you
some auction cards for 5 to 6 players.
Okay.
So some new auction
cards. So it changes
cards.
the exchange, but not the number of players.
We'll have to play that.
I would say I really enjoyed the part of this game where I was sitting here just happy with my
no, just the box.
Just sitting here happy with my decisions.
Box part.
And listening to y'all just
moan and groan
over how terrible of a time you were having getting everyone organized. So
yeah,
that was fun for me.
Oh, I just noticed this is another shot of see where the photographer is right back here and those two. This is another shot, another angle. Yeah, you've got Phil. Phil is in both of them. There's Phil right there, and he's in the background.
Check that out.
Oh, that is
good job.
That
Phil.
is a little bit of
Phil is photobombing everybody.
Yes, good job, Phil.
Yep.
Oh, you'll understand who Phil is if you go back and watch the playthrough.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you which one Phil is.
Yeah,
don't tell him.
We won't.
Except for I just pointed out Phil. Phil, check.
Nobody knows who Phil is.
Yeah, so if you want to watch our playthrough of the game, it's a lot of fun, a lot of banter. Yeah. We'll leave that link below. Yep. Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Bye.
How do we end it? This is the first
Bye.
one of these we've done. How do we end it?
Go watch the play.
Bye.
Hands in?
Hands in.
Yeah. Nope.
I think he was like going for it like,
Yeah.
go team. No, we'll hit the mics.
That was like a really.
We'll see you guys
I
later.
hope your arm
Bye.
not long enough to hit the mic.
No, I think we should just do. He does hands in by himself at the at the end of it. Hands in, and then we'll just. He'll always wonder if we're ever gonna join him.
Okay, go for it.
I can just cut it at what we already have.
Oh, okay.
No, this is even better. The longer it goes, the better it is.
So hands in, and this looks staged, guys. The viewers are going to
What?
think we
They're gonna
staged
think we
this.
staged it?
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.